Hello degenerates of the internet, my name is Howza and today I'm going to be making you a stop motion tutorial. This video is going to be covering the basics of stop motion, so it's not going to be anything super advanced like editing, it's just going to be making the stop motion and all the settings. Deal with it, you're getting a crappy teacher to teach you this, you clicked on the video, it's your fault. The first bloody thing we're talking about is setup. This isn't my normal setup because it's the one I began doing stop motions in and it's really easy to do it. All you really need is this open space, just very open here, where you can put your figures right in the middle. Damn, Goju's pretty heavy. Later in these videos, I'm going to use my more advanced setup that I use for my other projects like Transformers Shattered Reality, and that's about it. But yeah, let's get started, shall we? Today, the figure I'm going to be using is big old Goji, little bean, big bean, whatever you want to call him. He's a really good, solid figure to start out. He's expensive, hurt my wallet a lot, but just look at this guy. He's big, he's a solid brick in a good way. He holds his stability. He's just amazing at just starting, just good bean. Now we'll be discussing phone setup. Now normally I would use a tripod. That makes me want to MP whatever Megatron is, you know what I mean, the gun one.
My equilibrium destabilized.
But today I'm using a bunch of books and a trophy. The software I use for my stop motions is called Stop Motion Studio. It's free on iOS, Android, and it's also on desktop as well. There is a premium version, but I'm not going to cover that in my series because I don't want to pay the money, and also its basics really fine. It's very good for experienced people at stop motion and beginners as well. I just made this quick stop motion for the video. It is 60 frames. As you can see, it's just Godzilla roaring. You want to do very small movements between a frame. Like, look at these changes. Very small, but still noticeable. They move very slowly from side, just moving over. And then when his jaw starts moving, his head moves with it, and it's just smooth. This is a freeze frame. And then just closes like that. You see, very small movements is key. So it's just like this, where small movements. And when you click the settings, you can see the frames. You can either add it on 10 or 11 when you're starting. 10, 11 or 12, that little range. But if you go 1, or like, here is terrible down here. But later, we could even use 24 FPS, even 30. But I like using 15. Now let's quickly play the stop motion. There's a little voiceover button. When you press it, you can record your audio and play it back, but I don't like doing it here. I like doing it in CapCut. And there's just some additional things when you click this plus button, but I don't use any of them. If you just go on this little info, it tells you what everything does. So it's really, really nice. And if you hold, it can go to this little area like this. And if you double tap, let me kind of get it, it brings up all these settings if you double tap. So insert, camera, pause, audio, edit, erase, all of these. But if you do select, you can select multiple frames like this. And then if you press copy, you can copy a frame and you can paste it somewhere else. So if you want a freeze frame, you can do this, but I just normally take photos. And the little undo button, so I just undid that add frame. To export the movie, you can press export movie if you hold onto it. It's preparing, press share, you can see the little share button, and then you can go down to save video, press that, and it's saved to your photo library. And that's all you need to know. Thank you all for watching, and I will destroy your souls in the next soul-crushing review I do. So, watch it.